Check out this clip from today's Howard Stern Show.
But if you hadn't made it, it would have been the worst thing in the world because you probably felt such pressure from your parents. Not that they were doing it even. It's just an internal thing you were going through.
See, that's the thing, though, is I had already felt like I had made it. Me living in New York in an $1,100 a month apartment, paying my own rent, doing my own shows, dressing how I like, singing how I like, doing my hair how I like, I already felt like I had made it.
When you talk about getting high, I mean, you were doing some hardcore drug. You were into coke, and you loved ecstasy so much.
No, not then. I did later.
You did. So you still get high?
No.
Yes.
No.
No?
No way.
You still smoke weed?
Well, come on. That's not... Well...
I mean, if you're going to talk about weed...
Weed doesn't make you paranoid?
You know, I really don't do it very often, and you know, I'm really honest about it only because I
like that you're honest about it.
My past using any drugs or dressing any certain way was never a rebellion. It was never meant to be, you know, f you.
Mm-hmm.
But don't you think you were unhappy doing? Like I had a tremendous period of time where I did a tremendous amount of drugs.
Yeah.
And I look back on it now, and now I don't do anything. But I sensed that I was lost. I was unhappy.
I was so unhappy.
Right.
Yeah.
And what was the source of your unhappiness, do you think?
I think that I was lonely, and there was something about the drug that made me feel like I had a friend.
But it's also a fitting in thing. A lot of times,
that's true.
You get to fit in because
but see,
you're
I
with
didn't
that
do it with
group.
other people.
You didn't.
No, I did it alone.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, I did it all alone in my apartment, and I wrote music. And you know what? I regret every line I ever did. So to any of the little sweethearts that are listening, don't touch it. It's the devil.
But you experimented with women, didn't you?
Yes.
You did. That's kind of hot.
But that was later.
Later on?
Yeah, that was college, which was brief.
How do you know when you really have it?
You know what? You know when you really have it? When you've got the nerve.
Do you save these little tapes that you make when you sing into the phone? I would think as a fan that would be interesting to hear you have put out just the origin.
Some...
That could be a hit. I'm going to steal that. But GaGa, those little monsters are out of control. I'm telling you. You should read what they wrote.
Not, you know what? They're so... Listen.
One of them called me a
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh.
Do you hear that, little monsters?
No, listen,
don't get crazy.
I love my fans. Are you wearing a jock strap?
No, I'm wearing boxers.
Here, I will show you my tits if you take your pants off and show the whole world.
Oh, no.
You know, I got a lot of young fans, so I love you and I respect your show, and I know you want to talk about sex and cocaine and all that, but the truth is, I don't want anyone doing drugs, A.
I agree, and
B,
yeah.
Honestly, you should wait as long as you can to have sex, because as a woman, you know, you don't even begin to enjoy it until your mid-20s. It's like, when you're 17, you don't even know how to operate what's going on down there, and you shouldn't try. I mean,
I agree with you. Are you going to play a song today on the piano? I would love that.
Yeah,
I would be very,
if you want me to,
I would love it.
For more, check out SiriusXM Satellite Radio and Howard TV On Demand.